Hey, buddy, this is Craig Helm. I'm a realtor here in Central Florida with Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty, where our name is our promise. And today, the topic I'm going to talk about is how to sell your home without a real estate agent and save the commission. And these are 10 points that I'm going to talk about. First of all, just to let you know ahead of time, selling a home on your own can be challenging, and many home sellers will attest to that, in person if you were asking. But it all comes down to being properly prepared if you're going to sell your home on your own. There's quite a bit of steps that are involved in doing it right, and making sure that your home is priced right, and that it sells for the top dollar, of course, and doesn't stay on the market. And the houses, this is a seller's market, so if everything is in place, uh, your home should sell, within 30 days, maybe even less than that, because the way the inventory is very low. But what I'm going to talk about are these 10 tips here. And of course, I just mentioned it a little bit. Tip number one: price it right. Price is critical. It's a catch-22 too. If you set it too high, your home may not sell. If you set your home price too low, people get suspicious to say what's wrong with the home if it's priced below the market price, and that could raise suspicions. So you got to be real careful on how you set the overall price on the home, and usually what you ought to do is have some type of cost comparison. Like compare the sales price of similar homes that sold in the past 6 months to your home, in the same area, or some similar homes in nearby neighborhoods. That should give you an idea of what you could probably set the price point of your home at initially, and so it's not too high, not too low, and so on. So you avoid that catch-22. And prepare your home for sale. First impression is critical. What you'll find out is a lot of buyers will make a decision in the first 10 to 15 seconds they step inside a home. I'm serious. They will. They will. If they don't see something that appeals to them, they may just not spend much time in the home looking at it and just turn around and leave. So you got to cover all your bases here. So you want to make your homes make a positive statement when people set foot in, and also the exterior as well. The exterior, uh, the way the home looks from the outside is very important. And if you need to do any minor repairs, it could be something as simple as painting, throwing out a coat of paint on maybe one of the rooms, patching any holes in the walls, or chips and paint, and so on. Maybe polishing the cabinets in the kitchen. Some minor things like that that make everything more appealing to somebody who sets foot inside the home for the first time. That could make the difference between whether or not they consider your home and put in an offer on it or not. So very important. Item number three: prepare yourself with all necessary legal documentation. Okay. Not surprising here. There are many important legal contracts and documents which you must assemble, complete, and understand. And a lot of times, what sellers will do is to get the expertise of a real estate attorney, somebody who's familiar with the documentation and contracts and so on. Because the partial checklist of forms that you will require for prospective buyers and for legal documentation is as follows: mortgage payoff statements, loan application, a copy of the loan application, a deposit receipt if they put any money down, property profile fact sheet, that's on your property, covers all the details, a buyer's cost sheet, a closing settlement doc, personal property list, a exclusion list. In other words, what doesn't go with the property, what doesn't stay, what goes with you, a property survey, a seller statement, a plot plan of representation, and so on. And here is one of the most important points, and it comes down to uh, whether or not your home's going to sell or not in the time period, and at the price, is market your home effectively. Beyond the putting a sign on the lawn, you should find an effective way of spreading the word about your home. And local buyers can be reached through the newspaper, but that is only a small part of the market. If you're into social media, putting your home on Facebook and on Marketplace is a very, very good place to go. It's cheap. It doesn't cost anything. Take some very good pictures or have somebody else do it for you. And you can put up quite a few pictures on there. I believe it's like 50 pictures that you can put in Marketplace if you need to, but you don't have to. You usually don't have to go over 25 pictures if they're really, really good pictures and they make a point of your home. But the social media, LinkedIn, Facebook Marketplace. If you have a Facebook page, advertise on your Facebook page. You can advertise on Instagram. You can advertise on LinkedIn. Believe it or not, LinkedIn is actually a pretty good place to put the property listings on there. A lot of realtors use LinkedIn. Using a custom domain. Domains are cheap. You can probably get one from GoDaddy for $12 or so. That's specific to your property. You have the name of the domain that's specific to your property address. And then if you can also use services like Wix or other. Wix is a good one. Wix is a free builder, or if you're familiar with WordPress, but you can usually get something relatively inexpensive, so you can build a landing page on their website, so you can advertise your home and include like videos and slideshow presentations and so on. And target marketing, avail yourself of list brokers like datafinder.com or macromark.com, infousa.com. You can market directly to ideal buyers that would be a good match for your home, based on their needs and wants. You're not advertising just throwing mud against the wall and hoping it sticks. And somebody says, "Hey, I see that home, looks great." And try to be more specific in your marketing. 5, remain objective during the showing of your home. Keep your emotion out of the sale of your home. And the best way to do that is to remain physically in the background. If you have to leave for a short time, that's fine. But the prospective buyer, if they say anything negative about your home, it's better to counterbalance this point of view by illustrating the positives rather than becoming defensive. Just answering questions in general. Pre-qualify your prospects, which is very good. Don't waste time entertaining buyers who can never afford your home. Research their financial steadiness with respect to their job security, their salary, debts, liabilities, and credit standing, their FICO score. Very good points to take into account. Number 7, negotiate effectively and knowledgeably. Details on price, terms, inspections, possession date, buyer concerns, objections, buyer concessions, and so on. Make sure you know what you're doing, because you don't want to put yourself into a situation where you're going to have yourself lowballed by a buyer, because they want a good deal. Obviously they want to get the best deal. If they're representing with an agent, they want to get the best deal for their buyer. And of course, if the buyer's on his own, he wants to get the best deal, he or she, for themselves. So you're up against that in the negotiation side. The contract you should use should be thoroughly examined by a real estate attorney, or if you have a real estate attorney, use them. Some real estate brokers may be willing to help you do this and provide their services. While this is going on, manage the buyer's interest in your home so that it doesn't wane during negotiations. Just keep their interest up and stay followed up with them, just like a realtor would with a prospective buyer. 8, know your buyer. Your objective during negotiations is to control the pace and set the duration. Try to determine what your buyer's motivation is. Do they have to move quickly? Do they have to sell and move quickly? Do they have enough money to pay your asking price? Knowing this information will give you the advantage at the negotiation table, and since you will know that up front, and what you need in order to get what you want too. Point number nine, don't move out before you sell. Studies have shown that it's more difficult to sell a home that is vacant. It looks forlorn, forgotten, simply not appealing. And the other thing you run into too, from the buyer's perspective, is they don't have points of reference, as far as the dimensions of the room and so forth, unless they bring either a tape measure or one of those laser tape measures with them to measure the room dimensions. And that can cost you some money. There are staging companies out there that can rent you furnishings, or if you can, leave your home minimally furnished, so it makes it look more lived in, and the people that come in will have points of reference as far as if their furnishings will fit, because that's they're making those calculations in their head. You may not be aware of that, but they are. Number 10, know why you're selling and keep it to yourself. And this again goes back to allowing yourself to be underpriced. If you have a reason that you have to move out fast, that can give the other party a kind of like a toehold into your reason for living, and they might, for leaving your home, and they might want to try to undercut you with a low offer. So you don't want to set yourself up like that to allow yourself to lose your negotiation advantage, as far as getting the best price for your home. And that depends on what kind of strategies you'll use, or to maintain your status, and not have to allow yourself to take a low offer. You shouldn't have to. So basically, I think I covered that. Don't place yourself in a disadvantage at the negotiation table. When asked, simply say your housing needs have changed. Where you can say that you need to move up, find a bigger home, and then for your family, at their particular point in time. That usually covers it, and that you won't get any more probing questions. If they think that you have to relocate for a job or something like that, you just kind of save your advantage at the negotiation table. And last, this is not a point, but it's just kind of like a summary or another subtopic. This is how to assess your net gain. To analyze whether or not you will end up ahead by choosing to sell on your own. Consider the fact that most buyers do use a real estate agent because it doesn't cost them anything for this service. The seller pays the agent's fee. Be cautious, as buyers, investors, and speculators who seek out for sale by owners are typically those in search of a bargain. They want to discount the property, or buy at the lowest possible price they can. Now, the lowball offers from these types of buyers will often net you much lower in the long run. What you will have to judge for yourself is the following. Number one, be as prepared as possible with your marketing, negotiations, evaluations, showings, and all legalities. 2, consider what it will cost you to effectively market your home and assemble all necessary materials from the for sale sign to any contracts. 3, what price will a buyer offer you as a for sale by owner minus the costs identified in point 2 above? Is this net price higher than the price an experienced agent could net for you minus his or her commission? And something else I want to bring up too, on the market, there's the so-called iBuyers out there too that will buy your home. Oh, they'll pay you, they'll give you an offer and a quick settlement, but they will also charge you service fees as well on top of the commission. I'm talking about the companies like OfferPad, Open Door, Purple Bricks, and other discount brokers out there. They'll charge the nominal 6% commission plus a 15% to 18% service charge on top of that. So your net is going to be lower. And I call iBuyers the convenience stores of real estate because yes, they can sell your home faster. They'll give you a quick offer, but in the end, you will net less money in your pocket. I can assure you. In fact, if you're represented by an agent who negotiates on your behalf, he will do everything he can to get top dollar for your home. So even minus his commission, you're going to net thousands of dollars in your pocket more than you could with the iBuyer companies that are out there, like I said, like OfferPad and Open Door. So anyway, I hope you found this information useful, and I will be back with more educational videos for both sellers, buyers, and also I am a good source of services for you too, for licensed and bonded contractors that you might need for, say, like prep work on your home or anything else. Even if you are a current homeowner and need to find a reputable contractor on anything needed to do with home repairs or remodeling and so on. I can be reached at 407-723-7976 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Sunday. My email address, if you use old-fashioned email, is Craig, CRAIG, at CENFLAHOMES.com. And I look forward to doing more of these videos for you. And take care and enjoy the rest of your day and all next week. Take care now.